Kevin Hart has been entertaining fans for years with his stand-up comedy, but it wasn't until he starred in Think Like a Man that he shot to superstardom.
Hey, Mike, how old is your mom? What? I'm not saying it like that. I am.
Since then, it's been a whirlwind. He hosted the MTV Video Music Awards and starred in films like Ride Along and the hilarious About Last Night. Now, he's at it again with the release of his latest film, Think Like a Man 2, which hits theaters on June 20th.
Who's the boss in here? Because the new boss just walked in.
Please welcome back to the show the very funny Kevin Hart.
All right.
Look at this.
Too much.
How are you, man? Good to see you, Kelsey. Yep.
Hello. Good to see you. Hello.
This is me over here?
Right here, buddy.
Let me hop up.
Look at this. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Stop. Too much.
All right. It's only an hour show.
They're showing you love in the weekend.
That's good.
How was the premiere last night?
The premiere was
After
great.
party.
Everything was great. Chicago's great, first and foremost. So it can only be good. The reception that we got was amazing, man. I mean, people came out and everybody came out ready to laugh and have a good time. I mean, more importantly, I just love interacting with the people that support me the most.
Yeah.
And my following has always been great here, which is why I consistently come back. And I mean, it's great. No, that was us. That's us right there.
Fun.
That's me, the short one. I'm the short one. Right there on the end.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you, we've only had maybe a handful of standing ovations in the 3 years.
There's one of them. Yeah. That's right.
And are you? I mean, you're like the hottest thing going right now in
Knock
Hollywood.
on something.
Are you?
Knock on something.
Are you pinching yourself right now? I mean, this has been an amazing ride.
You know what? I don't think about it, and I know it's very hard to believe, but I have high goals that I've set for myself. So I think that when you think about what you're doing and you celebrate it, you can become content with where you are. And right now, I'm not finished. You know. So much more to offer, so much more to give. So until those goals are complete, I'm a working machine.
Talk about the fact that you have these comedians in your home posted on the wall, and that inspires you every morning when you wake up. Tell me about that and how that has gotten you to this place today.
Well, I surround myself with great images. You know, I'm able to do what I'm doing now because of Richard Pryor, because of Bill Cosby, Eddie Murphy, I mean, Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, George Carlin. I can go down. So throughout my house, my lady, she like the first 4 pictures she was okay with it, but I went overboard. So like every room is like a different.
You never have too much motivation and inspiration.
It's a different like great comedian in every room, but I need to see it. You know, I need to see the guys that achieve so much, because when it's all said and done, hopefully I'm on somebody's wall. You know, I would love for somebody to say, "Yo, Kevin Hart inspired me to do what I'm doing now." Those guys simply inspire me to get up every morning and approach my day with 110%.
You're on people's walls, that's for sure.
Absolutely. You've come a long way from
Yes,
being
I have.
a
Yes, I have.
How have you dealt with how your life has changed in the fame?
Fame, I think fame affects people that allow it to, you know? At the end of the day, there's nothing that separates me from anybody else. I'm on television, I'm in movies. I'm a down-to-earth guy, you know, I'm very humble in knowing what I am and what I should be. You treat people with respect, they give you respect back. I got kids, you know, at the end of the day, my kids are gonna be a reflection of what I am. So if I go above and beyond and I'm this person who's on a high horse, then I have to deal with kids who act like that way. The more grounded, because my babies, my little mama's right there.
Yeah.
Little mama, little daddy right there.
So Father's Day coming up.
Yes.
I know it's big for you to be instrumental as a father.
Flying back to LA for one day.
Wow.
And I'm still on promo tour, but I'm going all the way back to see it for a day. I was talking earlier. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get an awful gift.
I was going to say, did they get you something?
Yeah, it's
might
always
make you
bad.
breakfast?
No, it's awful. My daughter tries to cook. It's never finished. It's like the eggs aren't healthy. I shouldn't eat it the way that she cooks them. My
you
son.
Just say, yummy, yummy.
Yeah,
right?
I just gotta eat it. Oh, the best, babe. I get sick later. My son, I'm gonna tell you what my son does. It's so funny. My son goes in my closet, gets one of my shirts and wraps it up and gives it to me. And gives it to me.
Well, hey, he knows what you like.
Yeah, and I gotta act like I've never seen it. Oh! but he'll say it. He said, I know you like this because you wore it one time, so I wanted to give you. Oh, son, that's not a good gift, son.
But you're teaching him the spirit of giving early
both
on,
That's
so
right.
that's really
They're good kids.
thing.
They both are really, really good kids. And they, you know what's good about them, man? They know what I do, but they also know how hard I work at doing it. Like, my kids show up to set, and they go, Dad, like, they know, Dad, you're working all day. Can we come? And they like to sit in the chairs, and they have the headphones on so they can hear and just so they can be a part of it. But they love to just see what their dad is doing. And at the end of the day, when we go home and we're able to do the things that they do, they know why, and they appreciate it. So that's the one thing that I'm happiest about, that my kids are grounded.
Yeah, well, we know that you're working hard because you have you had two movies in the theater at the same time.
Yes, I did.
You had the #1 film in the country, Right Along.
Right along, right?
And then you had About Last Night in the movie theater.
Yes.
How do you make a decision? Have people got to make a decision on what they're going to see there?
Well, the good thing is, Ride Along came out, I think, like 3 weeks before. So I was promoting Ride Along for about 2 months, and there was no getting around it. And I was like, you know, at this point in time, it's about showing them that this is a different movie. So what I did was I changed up my dynamic, because in Ride Along, I'm annoying, I'm a pain to Ice Cube. I'm just this big pest. And About Last Night, I'm more of an adult. I'm mature. I'm in a relationship. So immediately after Ride Along came out, I just started wearing suits, and I wanted people to understand, like, hey, I'm back to being a grown man again, guys. Look at me in this suit. I'm an adult. Look how I walk right now.
My son got me this suit.
my son picked this out of my own closet for me today.
You're so funny.
We like
and
that.
it's
Thank
like
you.
hilarious, but so much of it has to be improv, and then it's also your physical comedy too.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you like replenish that well? Like, I mean, where do you?
You know what? That's a good question. I don't know. You know, I've always been an energetic person, and I think that the energy comes from a place where I'm happy. I'm doing what I love to do. And I think when you are passionate about your job and you're doing that for a living, you approach it with such enthusiasm. When I show up to work and I'm on set, hey, let's go, let's get to work. I'm ready. Like, there is no dull moment with me, because I'm happy. I am in the best place of my life. I'm blessed, and I understand why. And I don't. You know, there is no room for error with me in that.
Plus, you hydrate the hustle.
I do hydrate the hustle.
Yeah.
Vitamin water, hydrate the hustle.
You've done while you're doing like 5-6 projects with Will Packer. He's been on the show. He's co-hosted the show. He says it's so hard to finish a movie with you because everybody's laughing on the set, including him. Yeah. And they can't keep.
Except Ice Cube. Ice Cube has never laughed at me.
No.
Like, Ice Cube, like I've actually had serious talks with Cube. I said, hey, what is your deal, man? Like, I'm funny. I'm giving you the best that I got. And Cube just looks at me with this.
I think he was staying in character. That was what was happening.
Right. Kevin's not going anywhere. We got to take a short break, but coming up next, his Think Like a Man 2 co-stars. We got to talk about that movie, which is coming out. Terrence J and Regina Hall will join us. We'll be right back.